My husband and my surrogate were secretly having an affair and were planning to take the baby and the money from me, but the plan fell apart when it turned out that the baby was not biologically mine. Part 1. The Joyful News. It was a crisp autumn morning when my husband Alex and I received the news that would change our lives forever. After years of struggling with infertility, our surrogate mother, Sarah, had successfully conceived. The excitement was palpable as we gathered in our cozy living room, surrounded by friends and family, to celebrate the impending arrival of our long-awaited child. Sarah, a warm-hearted woman with a radiant smile, had become more than just our surrogate. She was a cherished friend who had selflessly offered to carry our baby when I couldn't. Her kindness had brought hope back into our lives when we had almost given up. As we toasted with sparkling cider, I couldn't help but glance lovingly at Alex. His eyes shimmered with unshed tears of joy, and his hand found mine, squeezing it gently. This baby, our baby, was a symbol of our love and resilience, a new chapter we had eagerly awaited. Part 2. Growing Bonds. Over the months that followed, Sarah's pregnancy progressed smoothly. We attended every prenatal appointment together, marveling at the sonogram images that captured our baby's growth. Sarah blossomed with maternal glow, often sharing anecdotes about her daily routines and cravings. She had become an integral part of our lives, joining us for dinners and weekend outings as we prepared for parenthood. Alex, always the supportive partner, doted on Sarah like a sister. He ensured she had everything she needed, from prenatal vitamins to emotional support. His kindness and empathy endeared him even more to me, reinforcing why I had fallen in love with him years ago. Despite occasional nerves and worries that every expectant parent faces, our home filled with anticipation and hope. Nursery decorations were meticulously chosen, tiny clothes lovingly folded, and parenting books devoured late into the night. We were ready, or so we thought. Part 3. The Unraveling. It started with small, seemingly innocent moments that I brushed off as hormonal changes or pregnancy-related stress. Sarah became slightly distant, often excusing herself from our gatherings early, citing fatigue or doctor's appointments. At first, I attributed it to the physical strain of carrying our child and reassured myself that it was temporary. However, my unease grew when I noticed subtle shifts in Alex's behavior. He seemed preoccupied, sometimes distracted during conversations, or unusually defensive when I asked about Sarah. My attempts to discuss my concerns were met with assurances that everything was fine, yet a lingering doubt gnawed at my heart. One evening, as I returned home earlier than expected from a work event, I walked into a scene that shattered my world. The sight of Alex and Sarah in an intimate embrace, their faces flushed with guilt and shock, froze me in place. Time seemed to stand still as I struggled to comprehend the betrayal unfolding before my eyes. Part 4. Confrontation. The following days blurred into a haze of tearful confrontations and anguished conversations. Alex and Sarah Hack's affair, hidden in plain sight under the guise of surrogate and intended parents, had breached the boundaries of trust and shattered our dreams. My heart, once filled with hope and excitement, now ached with betrayal and disbelief. Sarah tearfully confessed that what started as emotional support during the pregnancy had evolved into something deeper, a forbidden love that neither of them had anticipated. Her remorse was palpable, yet I couldn't reconcile her betrayal with the friendship we had cherished. Alex, his own anguish etched in every word, pleaded for forgiveness, claiming confusion and vulnerability amidst the joy of impending fatherhood. In the midst of emotional turmoil, one fact emerged with stark clarity: the baby Sarah carried, the baby we had joyfully anticipated, was not biologically mine. The revelation pierced through the chaos like a knife, leaving me grappling with a reality more devastating than I could have imagined. Part 5. Legal and Emotional Turmoil. Navigating the legal and emotional aftermath of the betrayal was a harrowing journey. Lawyers became mediators in our fractured relationship, negotiating custody arrangements and financial settlements amidst the wreckage of trust. Friends and family, once jubilant supporters, now struggled to comprehend the depths of deceit that had unfolded in our lives. Sarah, burdened with remorse and guilt, offered to terminate the pregnancy, a gesture that underscored the gravity of her actions. Alex, torn between love and regret, wrestled with the consequences of his choices. And I, grappling with the shards of shattered dreams, sought solace in solitude and introspection. The legal proceedings stretched weeks into months, punctuated by tearful meetings and tense negotiations. Each decision, from custody rights to financial obligations, echoed the irreversible toll of betrayal. Yet amidst the turmoil, a fragile thread of resilience began to emerge, a determination to reclaim my sense of self and redefine the future I had once envisioned. Part 6. Rebuilding Trust. As the legal dust settled and custody arrangements were finalized, a tentative peace settled over our fractured lives. Alex, humbled by the depth of his betrayal, embarked on a journey of self-reflection and accountability. His efforts to rebuild trust were measured in small gestures of transparency and unwavering support. Sarah, haunted by the consequences of her actions, sought redemption through acts of contrition and genuine remorse. Her path to forgiveness was fraught with humility and a commitment to atone for the pain she had caused. And I, navigating the tumultuous terrain of healing, found solace in forgiveness not for their sake, but for my own liberation from bitterness and resentment. Together, we embarked on individual paths of healing and reconciliation, guided by the shared desire to salvage fragments of trust and rebuild a semblance of normalcy. The road ahead was steeped in uncertainty, yet infused with a flicker of hope, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of profound betrayal. Part 7. Embracing the unknown. In the quiet moments of solitude, I found solace in unexpected places, the gentle rhythm of a heartbeat, the soft flutter of life within me. Despite the wreckage of trust and shattered dreams, a new chapter beckoned, one defined by resilience, courage, and the unwavering bond of maternal love. The baby, a miracle born of tumultuous circumstances, became a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, a symbol of redemption and second chances. With each ultrasound appointment, I marveled at the miracle unfolding before my eyes, a testament to the indomitable spirit of life and the boundless capacity for love. Alex, humbled by the magnitude of our journey, stood steadfast by my side, his commitment to fatherhood a testament to the transformative power of redemption. Together, we navigated the uncharted waters of parenthood with equal parts trepidation and wonder, forging a bond strengthened by resilience and unwavering devotion. Part 8. Lessons learned. The betrayal, though agonizing, became a crucible of transformation, a catalyst for introspection and growth. In its wake, I discovered the resilience of the human spirit and the boundless capacity for forgiveness, a testament to the healing power of grace and compassion. Sarah, once a trusted friend turned betrayer, embarked on her own journey of redemption, a path paved with humility and a steadfast commitment to atone for the pain she had caused. Her remorse, palpable in every word and gesture, mirrored my own journey toward forgiveness, a liberation from bitterness and resentment that paved the way for healing. Alex, humbled by the depth of his betrayal, embarked on a journey of self-discovery and accountability, a testament to the transformative power of redemption and the unwavering commitment to rebuild trust. His efforts, measured in small gestures and unwavering support, echoed the resilience of the human spirit in the face of profound betrayal. Part 9. A new beginning. As the scars of betrayal faded into the tapestry of our shared history, a new chapter beckoned, one defined by resilience, courage, and the unwavering bond of familial love. Together, we embraced the uncharted terrain of parenthood, with equal parts trepidation and wonder, forging a bond strengthened by resilience and unwavering devotion. The baby, a miracle born of tumultuous circumstances, became a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, a symbol of redemption and second chances. With each heartbeat and flutter of life within me, I marveled at the miracle unfolding before my eyes, a testament to the indomitable spirit of life and the boundless capacity for love. Alex, humbled by the magnitude of our journey, stood steadfast by my side, his commitment to fatherhood a testament to the transformative power of redemption. Together, we navigated the uncharted waters of parenthood with equal parts trepidation and wonder, forging a bond strengthened by resilience and unwavering devotion. Forging a bond strengthened by resilience and unwavering devotion. Part 10. Looking forward. In the quiet moments of solitude, I found solace in unexpected places, the gentle rhythm of a heartbeat, the soft flutter of life within me. Despite the wreckage of trust and shattered dreams, a new chapter beckoned, one defined by resilience, courage, and the unwavering bond of maternal love. As I traced the contours of my growing belly, a sense of awe and gratitude washed over me, a reminder of the miraculous journey that had brought us here. The baby, a symbol of hope and redemption, anchored us in a future brimming with possibilities, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of forgiveness. Alex, his love unwavering and steadfast, embraced the challenges of parenthood with equal parts determination and tenderness. His commitment to our family, a testament to the profound lessons learned amidst the turmoil, forged a bond fortified by trust and unconditional love. Together, we embarked on the uncharted terrain of parenthood, with hearts open to the joys and uncertainties that lay ahead. The scars of betrayal, though etched into our shared history, faded beneath the radiant promise of a future shaped by resilience, forgiveness, and the boundless capacity for love. As we awaited the arrival of our child, I reflected on the tumultuous journey that had led us here, a journey marked by heartache, healing, and the unwavering belief in the redemptive power of second chances. In the embrace of uncertainty, we found strength. In the echoes of betrayal, we discovered resilience. And in the quiet moments of anticipation, we embraced the transformative journey that had reshaped our lives forever. The baby, a beacon of hope and renewal, stirred within me a testament to the unyielding spirit of life and the boundless capacity for love that transcended even the darkest moments of our past. With each passing day, as we prepared to welcome our child into the world, I marveled at the profound lessons learned amidst the wreckage of trust, a testament to the enduring power of forgiveness and the extraordinary journey that had brought us here. Together, we stood on the threshold of a new beginning, a future illuminated by the unwavering bond of family, the resilience of the human spirit, and the transformative power of love. And as we embraced the uncertain path that lay ahead, I knew with certainty that our story, though marked by betrayal and heartache, was a testament to the enduring power of hope, redemption, and the profound resilience of the human heart. In the quiet moments of solitude, amidst the gentle rhythm of a heartbeat and the soft flutter of life within me, I found solace in the radiant promise of a future shaped by love, a promise that transcended the scars of our past and illuminated the path forward with unwavering hope and boundless possibility. Are you ready for the next story? She disappeared, ignoring her husband. Part 1. The beginning. It started with small things, little moments where I was distracted, preoccupied with work, or lost in my own thoughts. At first, I didn't notice how much it bothered him, how my absent-minded replies or delayed responses chipped away at the foundation of our relationship. He would ask about my day, and I'd mumble something vague, not really listening. He'd try to make plans for the weekend, and he'd nod absent-mindedly, already mentally planning my next week's schedule. I didn't realize the distance I was creating until one evening he sat me down and said, "I feel like you're slipping away." Those words hit hard. I looked into his eyes, searching for understanding, but finding only hurt and frustration. That's when I realized I had been taking him for granted, assuming he'd always be there no matter how little attention I gave him. But that realization came too late. Part 2. Drifting apart. After that conversation, I promised myself I would change. I tried to be more present, to listen actively, to engage in our conversations with genuine interest. But old habits die hard, and soon enough, I found myself slipping back into my distracted ways. He started spending more time on his own. I would come home to find him absorbed in a book or tinkering with something in the garage, his sanctuary where he could escape the growing rift between us. We drifted into a routine of polite conversations about mundane things, the weather, what needed fixing around the house, but rarely about us, about our dreams or fears. I didn't realize how much I missed those deeper conversations until they became scarce. I missed the way his eyes would light up when he talked about his passions, the way his voice would soften when he spoke about his dreams for our future together. But instead of confronting my own shortcomings, I buried myself deeper in work, using it as an excuse to avoid the uncomfortable truth that our marriage was slowly unraveling. Part 3. The turning point. One evening, I came home late from work, exhausted and drained from a particularly demanding day. As I walked through the door, I noticed his absence immediately. Normally, he would be in the kitchen preparing dinner or waiting to greet me with a smile, but this time, there was silence. I called out his name, but there was no answer. I checked the living room, the garage, and even our bedroom, but he was nowhere to be found. Panic started to rise in my chest as I dialed his number, only to hear it ring unanswered. Hours passed with no sign of him. I called his friends, his family, but no one had seen or heard from him. The house felt empty, a stark reminder of the void that had been growing between us for months. In my heart, I knew this wasn't just another argument or a momentary disagreement. This was different. This was him, silently pleading for me to wake up and see how far we had drifted apart. As the night stretched on, I sat alone in our living room, surrounded by the echoes of our life together. Tears welled up in my eyes as I finally allowed myself to acknowledge the truth. I had ignored him for too long, and now he had vanished. Part 4. Searching for answers. The next morning brought with it a sense of urgency and dread. I called the police and reported him missing. They asked questions about his habits, his recent activities, anything that might provide a clue to his whereabouts. I answered mechanically, my mind racing with guilt and fear. Friends and family rallied around me, offering support and assistance in the search. We plastered missing posters around the neighborhood hoping someone had seen him. I retraced his steps, visited places he frequented, But there was no trace of him. Days turned into weeks, and the uncertainty gnawed at me. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, haunted by the thought that he might never come back. Every unanswered phone call, every empty room in our home echoed with his absence. In the midst of the search, I found myself reflecting on our relationship, on the moments I had taken for granted, the times I had dismissed his feelings or brushed aside his attempts to connect. Regret weighed heavily on my heart as I realized how much I had pushed him away without even realizing it. The realization that he might have left because of me was unbearable. I blamed myself for not seeing the signs earlier, for not fighting harder to keep our bond intact. Part 5. Facing the truth. Weeks turned into months, and still, there was no sign of him. The search efforts dwindled, friends returned to their lives, and I was left alone in our home, haunted by memories of him. The silence grew deafening, a constant reminder of my failure to cherish what we had. I found myself going through old photos, reading through our messages, trying to piece together where it all went wrong. Each memory brought a mix of pain and longing, a desperate wish to turn back time and make things right. One night, as I sat in the darkness of our bedroom, I finally allowed myself to confront the truth. I had ignored him, not out of malice but out of neglect. I had let the demands of daily life consume me, losing sight of what truly mattered: our love, our connection, our partnership. The guilt weighed heavy on my chest as I replayed our last conversations, his frustrated attempts to reach out, my distracted responses. I wished I could go back, undo the hurt I had caused, but time marched on relentlessly, leaving me with only memories and regrets. But amidst the pain, a flicker of hope remained, a hope that someday, somehow, he would return, that we could find a way to bridge the distance that had grown between us. Part 6. Seeking redemption. Months passed and life settled into a monotonous routine. I continued to go through the motions: work, home, sleep, but my heart remained heavy with longing. I reached out to his friends, hoping for any news, any sign that he was okay. Each day without him felt like an eternity, filled with unanswered questions and unspoken apologies. One afternoon, a familiar face appeared at our doorstep, his best friend, looking somber yet determined. He sat me down and gently explained that they had found him. My heart skipped a beat as he recounted the details: how he had been living in a small town, trying to piece together his life away from the chaos and pain of our unraveling marriage. Tears streamed down my face as relief flooded through me. He was alive. He was safe. But as his friends spoke of his reluctance to return, of the hurt and disappointment he had felt, I knew that simply finding him was not enough. I needed to find a way to make amends, to show him that I had changed, that I was ready to fight for us. The road ahead would not be easy, rebuilding trust, repairing the damage I had caused, but I was determined to do whatever it took to earn back his love and forgiveness. Part 7. Reconciliation. With a renewed sense of purpose, I reached out to him. I wrote letters pouring out my heart, apologizing for my neglect, and expressing my deep love for him. I waited anxiously for his response, unsure if he would even want to hear from me. Days turned into weeks, and finally, a message came, short yet filled with emotion. He agreed to meet, to talk things through. My heart raced as I prepared for our reunion, unsure of what to expect but hopeful that this could be the beginning of healing. We met at a quiet cafe, surrounded by the murmur of conversations and the scent of freshly brewed coffee. For the first time in months, I looked into his eyes and saw a mixture of pain and longing, but also a flicker of hope. We talked for hours, laying bare our feelings, our fears, our regrets. He spoke of the loneliness he had felt, the sense of abandonment that had driven him away. I listened, holding back tears as I realized the depth of the damage I had caused. But amidst the pain, there was also forgiveness, tentative yet genuine. He spoke of his own shortcomings, his struggles to communicate his needs, to bridge the growing distance between us. We both acknowledged our mistakes, our roles in the unraveling of our marriage. As the evening drew to a close, we made a silent pact to start anew, to rebuild what we had lost. It would not be easy, we knew, but we were willing to try for each other, for our love that had endured despite everything. Part 8. Healing together. In the days and weeks that followed, we took small steps toward healing. We spent time together, rediscovering the things that had drawn us to each other in the first place. We went for walks in the park, cooked meals together, and shared quiet moments of intimacy that felt both familiar and new. Communication became our lifeline. We talked openly about our fears and insecurities, learning to listen with empathy and understanding. We attended counseling sessions to help us navigate the complexities of rebuilding trust and repairing our fractured bond. There were moments of doubt and hesitation, times when old wounds threatened to reopen. but we faced them together, with patience and perseverance. We made a conscious effort to prioritize each other, to nurture our connection and create a future built on mutual respect and love. Slowly, the wounds began to heal. Laughter returned to our home, replacing the silence that had once weighed so heavily upon us. We made plans for the future, dreaming of the life we wanted to build together. Through it all, I learned the importance of presence, of being fully engaged in the moments we shared, of cherishing the love that had endured despite our mistakes. I vowed never to take him for granted again, to always prioritize our relationship above all else. As we stood together, hand in hand, I knew that our journey was far from over. But we had come so far from the darkness that had threatened to consume us. Together, we would continue to grow, to heal, and to cherish the love that had brought us back together. Part 9. A New Beginning. Months turned into years, and our relationship blossomed anew. We faced challenges together, knowing that our love and commitment could weather any storm. The scars of our past served as reminders of how far we had come and how much we had overcome. We celebrated milestones, anniversaries, birthdays, and moments of personal growth. Each day was a gift, a testament to the resilience of our love and the strength we had found in each other. We never took our happiness for granted, always mindful of the journey that had brought us to this place of joy and fulfillment. Looking back, I realized that his disappearance had been a wake-up call, a painful but necessary reminder of the importance of nurturing our relationship. It had forced me to confront my own shortcomings, to acknowledge the impact of my actions, and to commit wholeheartedly to rebuilding what we had lost. Together, we had forged a bond stronger than before, one built on trust, communication, and a deep appreciation for each other's presence in our lives. We had learned to prioritize our relationship, to cherish the moments we shared, and to never lose sight of the love that had brought us back together. As I looked at him now, laughter lines etched around his eyes and a smile that lit up his face, I knew that our love story was far from over. It was a story of resilience, of redemption, and of the enduring power of love to heal even the deepest wounds. And as we embraced, surrounded by the warmth of our shared love, I knew that I would never again ignore the precious gift of his presence in my life.